This is a tarot reading for all fire signs, so Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries placements. My neighbor is doing like work outside, so if there's distracting noises, that's what it is. This is a general reading, so take what resonates, leave the rest behind. Tarot is not fortune telling. I will not tell you something that you don't already know. It's just a tool for your soul's expansion. So, fire signs. First, we will pull some cards for your overall energy. We'll pull clarification cards, and then we'll end with an oracle card. If you guys are okay with that, we're going to go ahead and get started with your reading. So, fire signs, Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. Let's take a look at your overall energy. At the bottom of the deck, you guys do have the Strength card. So this is about finding the courage and the strength within to tame your own anger or your own fear, whatever it is that you are battling within. This is what you are taming because you're strong enough to do it, because you're wise enough to do it, because you have the courage to do it. So if it's a fear, and it might be, or if it is just something that's within you that is disruptive. This could be like self-sabotage, a fear, like I said, your anger, being quick to respond in a nasty way to things when triggered, your ego, whatever it is. It all stems from the ego anyways, but this is having the strength to tame whatever that is inside you. Right behind that, you have the Devil card. So yes, self-sabotage, fear, insecurities, addictions, whatever that is inside you, taming that. You do have the strength to do that. It's just tapping into that. You guys have the Ace of Cups. So this is an energy of wholeness, of emotional fulfillment, being so overflowing with emotion, happiness, joy. This is something being offered to you or something happening. It feels like spontaneously, like something just coming out of the blue and being emotionally fulfilling for you. I think that right now you guys are having a lot of rest and recuperation, maybe because you're finding the strength to go after whatever it is that you want to create for yourself, that you want to emotionally invest in, and that takes a lot of energy from you. So you're feeling a little drained, or you're needing to contemplate and meditate on a decision or a conversation that you need to have. This is like doing nothing. This could be like a little bit of avoidance, but I feel like it's more so you really thinking, putting away thoughts that are not going to benefit you, that aren't aligned with your highest potential, with your strongest self, and only focusing on the thoughts that are going to create a solid foundation for you in your future and what you want to create for yourself. Thoughts that are going to uplift you, feel good about yourself, thoughts that aren't going to make you feel like other people are out to get you, insecurities, things like that, self-sabotaging thoughts. Putting those away and only focusing on one idea or one effective form of communication to move forward, to go after this emotional investment, this thing that is going to bring you fulfillment. I think right now you're planning to go somewhere, do something, take an action, travel. Maybe you are planning to do something, but you haven't yet crossed, taken the first step. You haven't yet left your comfort zone. Maybe you're still finding the strength within you to do that. The Two of Wands is a card of somebody who has the world in their hands. They're holding a globe in their hand. And they are looking out onto the waters. They're looking out and they see the mountains in the background. So that represents like mountains you will have to climb, a journey you will have to take, seas you will have to cross. Like this is like you being able to look into, like have foresight on that, the fact that this is going to be a long journey, whatever it is that you're trying to create here, whatever decision you're trying to make, idea that you're resting on, thing that you want to emotionally invest in, fear that you want to conquer. You know that it's going to take you a long time to get there. And I think maybe there's a sense of familiarity in where you're at. And so you're not really wanting to leave your comfort zone here just yet. Right now you're trying to create a partnership within yourself between your belief system and your actions. So it's like, I believe this, I want this, I dream of this, I know that this is for me because that's the only way it can come to me in my mind. Because ideas don't just come out of nowhere. Ideas come to you specifically for you to act them out, and they are only for you to act out. And so if you have this idea, and this could be like a reoccurring thing that has come up over time that you want to pursue, but you just haven't done it yet because it will take you leaving your comfort zone. I don't know if you guys can hear the people in the background. To me, it's like making my eye twitch, but it's okay. You haven't left your comfort zone yet. I think that may be because you have a lot of fear. You might have the tendency to overthink things here with the Nine of Swords. This is like, obviously this person is being kept up at night by their nightmares. So you could be thinking of the worst case scenario, and maybe that's the thoughts that you're trying to hang up and just focus on positivity and what you actually want to create. But there is some sense of maybe leaving your comfort zone feels so scary to you because the unknown seems scarier than the reality that you're living right now. But you need to be able to look at your situation if it is not fulfilling for you, if it's something that you do want to venture from and go after something else because you're not satisfied emotionally with where you're at right now, or with you're not satisfied with where you're at right now, the relationships that you have, you're bored of it. It's like you have these accomplishments or you have these emotional investments, but they're just not satisfying. You want more. The foundation of these emotions isn't strong enough for you to take with you on the rest of your journey, on the rest of your life. You're not going to be happy if you stay where you're at. And I think that right now you're just kind of like going over knowing that you want more, envisioning more, knowing the feeling that it will bring you if you go there, but yet you haven't taken action. You're overthinking, you're worried, and therefore you're staying dissatisfied. So let's go ahead and pull some clarification cards for you. Clarification for the strength. Ace, 4, 2, 4. Okay. Your clarification for the strength card is the Page of Wands and the Sun card. So yeah, you want to take this action moving forward. You want to create something for yourself. You want to create something even though your external circumstances aren't reflective of what your soul's desire is. Like, you know that you're meant for more. You know that you want more. You know that you want to take some certain action that's going to bring you happiness, that's going to like illuminate for you, like light you up inside. But yeah, it's going to take you having the courage and strength to fight your own demons, basically. You need to be able to, and the strength is the card of Leo. So really embodying your energy of being able to take this raging power as fire signs that you have within you, have this fiery, warm, strong energy, and not being the toxic version of that, which is argumentative, power hungry, controlling, manipulative, ego energy. It's like that you have all of this power, but if you use it for bad, if you go to your ego and you live an unfulfilling life, it's like you're so powerful that you're just going to keep creating this unfulfilling energy over and over and over and over and over again. So needing to take the strength from within and use it for your own good by becoming the best version of yourself and taking the actions that it takes to get there. You have to have the strength to conquer your fears. Maybe you want to leave a situation, but you're too scared to. I think that you will find emotional fulfillment once you take control of your life and become the Queen of Pentacles. So this is somebody who is financially independent. They are stable in their own lives. They have discipline. They're nurturing to others. They can take care of other people as well. They've reached this certain level of being able to be emotionally stable from within, and therefore they're able to call to them abundance in the physical without having to take like super amounts of action. It's like you just know things are coming into you, and so they do. But this is an earth card. This is the Queen of Pentacles. This is grounded energy. This is earthly energy. This is actually taking action to get where you want to be, but not being like manic about it. Not being manic about it, not being greedy. You're wanting to provide stability for yourself and the people in your life, and that will create emotional fulfillment for you. The Four of Swords is backed by the King of Wands. So your cards are going crazy. You are needing to remember the power within. So King of Wands is fire energy embodied in the masculine, meaning the action, the communication, the inspiration. It's like you are taking control of your life. You're able to, this is like a natural born leader. This is somebody, so this is you remembering this about yourself. You needing to remember this about yourself and hanging up all the thoughts that are negative and diminishing. So needing to remember that you are a natural born leader. You're a visionary. You are a disciplined person if you want to be. You are attractive. You are magnetic. You are strong, confident, exuding confidence. You're able to sway people with your energy, not in like a evil way. That would be like the low vibrational version of yourself with manipulation. This is more so like just being so powerful that people just end up doing what you want them to do for the good of all. Like you are that way for the good of all, and so for the good of all, others do your bidding. Do you get what I'm saying? This is like boss energy. You need to remember that you are in control of your own life. You just need to take the actions that align with that. So stop thinking so much about all the negativity and all these things and listening to all these other thoughts, or maybe people. This could be people coming to you saying things that are just diminishing of your character. You needing to hang that up and just really focus on the true essence of yourself and the true power that you hold within as the Strength card, as the King of Wands. wanting to be the Queen of Pentacles, wanting to create something physically that is proving that you are where you want to be, that you are strong enough to create what it is that you want to see in the physical realm. The Two of Wands is backed by the Devil card, and you did have the Devil card at the bottom of this deck as well. So this is double clarification that there is some sort of self-sabotaging energy, or feeling stuck, or feeling tied to your addictions, your codependency or dependency on something, self-sabotaging behavior, thoughts, not taking care of your body, falling into your ego and reacting in certain ways, being manipulative, being you're like your lowest vibrational self. There's like a battle that you're having within between what you can be and then what you're falling back into right now. I think that you need to take this leap of faith, take the first step in the direction that you want to go. I know that right now you might feel tied or enchained to this old version of yourself, but you can get away. With the Devil card, these two people have chains around their necks, but they could just take them off. But they feel like they're trapped, but they're not really trapped. It's like being able to open your eyes and see the situation for what it really is. All you have to do is take that first step. The Nine of Swords is backed by the Four of Cups, so this is another repeat card. You also have the Four of Cups here. You're being backed by the Four of Cups again, so just, repeated clarification that what's keeping you up at night, what's draining your energy, what's causing fears and anxieties and overthinking and everything like that is the fact that you are not happy. You are not happy with the things that are going on right now. And you need to really look at that, and you need to really understand that everything stems from within, that because you're falling into this lower vibrational version of yourself, your external reality is going to mirror that. So if you don't feel good about yourself, your world is also going to make you not feel good about yourself. The world is going to your reality is going to mirror back your insecurities, your pain, your fear, because if you say, I'm too scared to do this, the universe says, okay. It's like you're just getting back what you are projecting. So with that thought, you have to remember that what you're thinking is what's creating your reality too. So sometimes with like manifestation, people say affirmations, but if you are focusing on what you don't want, so you're just like, I hate like this reality that I'm living, I don't like these people in my life, I don't like these things that I've invested in that I'm just no longer interested in, but I feel like I have to kind of like stick around because I invested in it, and I don't know what else is out there, I don't know what anything else could look like for me. I'm kind of like stuck in my ways, I'm stuck in my routine, I'm feeling trapped. If you're focusing on like, how am I going to do it, what would it look like, I don't know, it's scary, la 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 la, then that's just like creating more of that. Instead, you need to be imagining what you want to feel like. So have a meditation for yourself of when I get that thing that I want, what does it look like? Imagine yourself obtaining that. How would you feel? Really picture in your mind, think in your mind, imagine yourself buying that car or whatever it is. Like, that's just like a superficial example, but that could be applied to anything. You could be imagining yourself intertwining your hands with the person that you're trying to manifest, or getting the career that you've always wanted, and starting the business that you've always wanted, or losing that weight, or moving to that place wherever, you know, it's like you need to imagine that. Imagine that. Don't imagine all the things that could go wrong, because that's going to keep you stuck, because your emotions, cups, are tied to your thoughts. Your thoughts create emotions. So if you're sitting there thinking all these things, your emotional state, your vibration is that of lack, or whatever it is that you're not satisfied with. If you imagine and think of you receiving this thing that's going to be emotionally fulfilling for you, that you want to do, even if that's just you stepping into a newer version of yourself, someone who's not reactive, someone who's kind, who's a provider for others, who is whatever it is that you know for yourself that is your highest version. We all have one. We all have a higher vision of ourselves that we are like, one day I'll be like that. If you can imagine yourself as that, how would you feel? What would you do every day? Like, that is what you need to focus on. I know that was kind of like repetitive, but it just came out. I feel like that just needs to be drilled into you guys right now. It's like really changing your thoughts, really changing your actions, aligning your beliefs and your actions, creating life that you want, blah, blah, blah. You have the Emperor backing the Four of Cups. So again, just taking control of your life. You might feel like there's some sort of controlling energy in your life too here. For some of you, this may not resonate for everybody. There might be like a controlling presence in your life, a masculine energy that you feel like is trying to control you, and that's not satisfying for you, because you are not one to be controlled, because you are a fire sign. You will not be contained, and you do not like when people try to control you. But this is also you, because the only reason that these people exist is because you feel out of control of yourself. That's the only reason that these energies are in your life, because it is a mirror. It's showing you what is within you. So if you became this person who took responsibility for your life, loved yourself, was a boss of your own life, walked with authority, was powerful, these people would fall away somehow. And yes, that's what you need to know about that. The bottom of the deck, you do have the Empress card. You do have the Two of Cups. And then you go to the Hanged Man, the Eight of Swords, and then the World. So this is saying that if you want to have fulfilling relationships, if you want to be balanced internally, if you want to be your emotions to be on a good baseline, if you want to be able to manifest what it is that you want, you need to create that for yourself. And I think right now it's in the gestation period, so don't be deterred by your external circumstances. I think that you feeling trapped is an illusion, and you need to look at things from a different perspective. You need to surrender to this process of change. Again, there's a lot of feeling confined, feeling trapped, feeling maybe controlled, but I think this is just you within yourself trapping yourself. But you do have the World card. You do have the Death card. So it's like you are going to end this cycle. You are going to be rebirthed into this new version, this new life, whatever this is for you. It's just about aligning your actions with what it is that you want. You guys have Destiny Path as your Oracle card. I'm going to quickly read this to you. I don't know how long this reading has been going on. I forgot to set my timer, but it's meant to be. Destiny Path, number 5, Bee and Snake, one of the most powerful cards in the deck. This card speaks of initiating the fulfillment of destiny through transmutation. Receiving this card means that you are on the correct path, being led towards supreme success. It is confirmation that your destiny is in the works, even if your current circumstances are contrary to your heart's deepest wishes. You have a profound purpose that is beyond your current understanding, but it is what every cell in your body has yearned to self-actualize. You guys are the Strength card. Even your limiting beliefs cannot stop the unfolding of your greatest potential. And this is the feeling trapped, limiting beliefs. The symbol of the circles and the triangle is known as the Philosopher's Stone, the symbol of transmutation and inner alignment. The alchemical process of turning lead into gold through a deep cooking and heating process is representative of the psyche transforming into its highest potential, leading to enlightenment and the utter fulfillment of one's purpose in the physical realm. King Snake is the ultimate transmuter. He is non-venomous, yet can eat poisonous snakes often bigger than himself. This teaches about your ability to transmute a toxic situation into your greatest asset. The bees in this image represent the gifts you have within that are of utmost service to humanity. Bees are a gift to humanity as they pollinate about 80% of the crops we eat. Your purpose is also a gift of service to humanity. Above and below the king snake, we see the image of the all-seeing eye guarding and guiding you. There is a force that has created you that has been facilitating your growth this entire time. Lastly, connecting it all together is the Latin term which translates to all is one, everything is connected. There is a mystery beyond your comprehension aligning you with what you were born to share. Every moment you have encountered was meant to bring you to exactly where you are right now. Ultimate self-actualization is your destiny. You are on the correct path. I hope that this reading was helpful to you. Please let me know in the comments how it resonated. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. I'll be posting fire sign readings every single Wednesday. If you guys want a personal, you can book it with me through Etsy. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next reading.